Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to teamfortress.tv. I'm FrickMyNick, joined by the BILLDOZER. I'm going to be casting Not Interested versus Ascent. How you doing tonight, Bill?
Doing pretty well. Let me move my mic a little closer to my face. I'm doing pretty well, Nick. Thank you for asking. I'm ready to see some great TF2 out of some great teams.
Yeah, likewise. We have Not Interested, the Corsa Patty team that is struggling to find their way in Invite this season versus the undefeated Ascent. They managed to take down the Titans of Froyo a couple weeks ago and are playing really hot this season. To be short.
Yeah, Ascent have really stepped up. I've mentioned before that one issue that a lot of teams find in TF2 is that, since the fact that so many teams die and reform every season, it can be difficult to create a proper rapport with a set of six. But Ascent has stuck together. They've refined some of their strategies. They've, sort of learned their roles on their team, and you can see that it's paying out dividends for them.
Yeah, and then on the other side of things, we have Not Interested, which is kind of a combination of some old talent with some new talent. And they just really struggling to find their way in Invite this season. I think a lot of people had this team somewhere either in playoffs or just outside of, and they've had some pretty disappointing matches this season. They got upset by Ford week 1, and since then they've kind of just struggled to really find their place. It's the team with like Patty and Corsa and Kryptonite on it, all Invite veterans. I mean, you'd expect for them to probably be making playoffs, but the addition of up and comers of who else do they have? They have Ash returning. They have Ninja Nick, who are also Invite veterans, along with the up and comer stock. It's a little disappointing to see them not quite in that top 4 spot.
Yeah, to be completely honest with you, if you told me at the beginning of the season, hey, there's going to be a team with Ash and Ninja Nick and Patty and Corsa, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a real solid team. And Crypt is a great player too. It's just those 4, I believe, have performed at a top playoffs level in the past. Yeah, I mean, Crypt is a good player, but maybe this is a certain kind of proving grounds for him. As it looks like we are going to go live now. So why don't you take us through this first mid?
Yeah, before we wait for the right episode to go through, you want to give us a quick round of predictions, Bill?
Oh my gosh, I think it's going to be an Ascent 5-0. I hate to make an obvious prediction. I think that Not Interest has the mechanical skill to try and maybe upset a couple rounds, but I really don't think that they're going to be able to take the entire match.
I'm going to go 4-2 for Not Interested for the sake of Devil's Advocate. So we're going to be rolling out to our first mid here. We're going to see Stock a little bit faster than Bot Mode. He's going to be rolling out from the top from his perspective. We're going to see a really fast bomb out of Patty. He's going to get in, get a ton of damage on the bot. Should go down here shortly. Oh, he's actually living for so long. We're going to keep Ascent really far pinned back, and it looks like this is going to be really good for Not Interested. Jay's going to bomb in, but he's just going to get shredded by both of the scouts just playing their heal. Ash is down pretty weak, but Slemnish is as well, and Laz is just going to be out of this fight. It doesn't look like Ascent has any positioning, and off the back of that fast bomb from Patty, it looks like it's going to be an early mid one for Not Interested.
Well, I am excited to be proven wrong by Not Interested. Slemnish is going to pick off Corsa on the flank there. What we saw in that mid was some good efforts coming out of Ascent soldiers. You saw Jay getting some great distraction, bombing over these red crates as Laz is just making his own distractions out in Valley. As we have Ascent maybe poking and prodding a little bit and actually using the Uber into mid, where Slemnish is picked off immediately, maybe getting a little ahead of himself there. And that's going to give the team of Not Interested a big advantage pushing into this second point.
Yeah, it looked like Ascent wanted to try and go with a scout pick, but ended up losing a scout themselves along with their Uber charge. Patty's going to pick up Laz and no skin off the back of Ninja Nick, and he's going to be a 150 walking into Valley here with no soldier. Looks like Ascent's just going to opt to give this up. They have some haphazard spam from bot mode, but it looks like he's just going to give this up pretty quick. We do see Ascent putting up an engineer on their last, so Slemnish is getting ready for this impending Uber push from Ninja Nick.
Yeah, and Metalworks is a fantastic engineer map, especially when you have what looks to be the Yite Pyro holding this right doorway. I think that maybe this sentry spot's a little too on the nose. It's going to be spammed down pretty much immediately by the likes of Not Interested, who are pushing in now. You're going to see some players trying to get a little time on the point immediately as Ascent are being corralled fantastically. However, you do see... wait a second, oh my gosh. Ninja Nick lived through that. I thought for sure that the bomb out of Laz is going to take him down, but you do see Not Interested getting the very first round.
Yeah, so it looks like, Not Interested came to play today, and off the back of that, they're going to be up 1-0 going into our second mid here. Again, I think it looks like Stock is a little bit faster than Bomb Mode. And it looks like Stock is going to be rolling out top from his perspective. So is bot mode. And we're going to see another fast bomb out of Patty getting some early positioning. And so is Laz. Laz is in on the Stock. He's going to get a ton of damage in Stock and Corsa. Kryptonite and Patty are going to try and make some space. But Ski's going to get the pick onto Corsa early. They're going to trade out Laz for that one. But Kryptonite's going to go down with 2 down on the side. I'm not interested in all the positioning in favor of Ascent. It looks like it's going to be an Ascent mid.
Yeah, the pick onto Laz there is pretty good. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't want to say that any one player is...
He's on the chase. He's on the point.
Yeah, we do have Ascent making this extremely aggressive push, chasing players all the way into last as they're trying to get Ninja Nick. You do see Slemnish managing him to take him down just as they're entering the last point. And now you're actually going to see Ascent have to back up as they got so aggressive they didn't even capture the midpoint. You're going to have Laz and Yite, just Yite on cap duty now, as the rest of Ascent are maybe hoping to lock down the second point. So as I was saying, I don't want to say that any one player on a mid fight is unimportant. However, you saw them, not interested to trade Corsa for the likes of Laz, and if I had to be honest, you know, you're going to expect a player like Corsa to probably have a lot more of an impact on a mid-fight than you would Laz, especially on a point like Metalworks, where your soldiers have pretty short lifespans.
Yeah, and especially in 2019, Scout is the best class in the game. We actually see a pretty interesting hold here out of Not Interested. They have a gun and Pyro on the right side, a little more passive. We also see Kryptonite hiding way above the point. Sun's going to Uber in on the left side. They're going to find the gun with this Uber, but they aren't going to find much else. Slemish is trying to bait the cap. Stiggies are dead out, and Yite's just in on the point. They just cap it out. They just cleared the Stiggies and got on the point, and nobody on Not Interested was ready to get on the point.
Kryptonite had a pretty cool plan waiting to hide up on that window. However, he didn't really make the decision to drop down onto the point, and you know, you saw the Ascent scouts end up just standing on it instead. So, you know, a little bit of a blunder by him, but I like the idea, and I'm hoping that we can see it maybe pay off here in the later stages of the map.
Yep, we are going to see another aggressive bomb out of Patty. Not going to commit to this one. Kryptonite and Jay are going to be bombing around playing footsies on top of the point. Kryptonite's going to get the better of Jay, and looks like Not Interested. All the positioning on the right side. They're going to bait Yite in here. Looks like Yite's going to go down as well. And looks like Not Interested claims the second mid just as quickly as they claimed the first one. Even though Ascent got the reply mid there. Looks like Not Interested came to play. They are going to be trying to get aggressive on the 2 with the 2 picks. Stock's going down to 7 HP, so is Kryptonite. Patty's going to be bombing in, but Stock is just not in this fight. Patty's going to bomb into the lobby looking for anything. Corsa and Laz are going to trade out, but Patty should go down here shortly and should kind of calm down for a moment.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the aggressive soldier play we're seeing coming out of Not Interested, as you have players making these small little bombs just to try and spook players and push them away, and then you see them just hitting these vital shots. As we do have Ubers being traded out on midpoint, you see actually Ash and Stock really being able to push Ascent back, as Slemnish is just kind of toying with the likes of Not Interested. Now he's finally going to go down on the flank, as you do have 2 players from Ascent trying to cap this midpoint, and it looks like Not Interested are possibly going to be pushed out here. Slemnish is down for another 12 seconds. They do have an opportunity to try and re-engage, as we do see Jay go down trading with Corsa, and Patty unable to find anything on the mid. Kryptonite making his bomb in, unable to find anything, and it looks like Stock and Ninja Nick are possibly just going to back out through this valley area, as Laz is actually giving chase, but it doesn't look like he's going to commit just yet.
Yeah, Not Interested wanted to try it while they still had the spawn advantage on mid, but they just weren't able to find any positioning. Ascent had all the positioning on the high ground, and they were able to bully him out and just played the choke points, and Not Interested was just not able to get back in. So we are going to see roughly even Ubers. Skeets is about a 10% advantage, not even that, about 5%. It's going to even out here, and looks like Not Interested is just going to accept being on last. They have the Ash Engineer going up on the right side.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're going to try and replicate that hold from earlier, specifically with Kryptonite having his favorite little spot to stand on. Not seeing a Pyro for the moment out of Not Interested either, as we see some projectile players getting kind of aggressive here in the lobby area. We see Laz and Slemnish go down, trading out with Patty and Kryptonite, and I kind of wondering what the idea was here, but it looks like, you know, the way the trades shook down, things are going to be all right. Slemnish coming up now on the sniper, actually. We're going to see if he's able to maybe find some nice picks to try and open the doors for Ascent into this last point.
Yeah, and we should see Corsa, who's on scout right now. He should probably switch over to the sniper to challenge him here in a moment. Both Corsa and Slemnish are very, very talented snipers, so if Corsa decides to try and counter sniper, we should be in for a good one here. And I don't think Ascent has peek snipe their Slemnish yet. He's going to peek from main, so now they know he hit a body shot onto Stock. They are getting pressured really hard in the lobby area, our Ascent, but they're just going to rotate around, they're going to get healed up, and they're going to look for another angle for Slemnish here.
Yeah, and Slemnish is going to try and find his angle. He's got a really tight one as he looks across these opening doors, maybe trying to catch a soldier trying to hold down this left flank side. But, you know, you see Not Interested playing smart. They have a dispenser for NinjaNick to try and play around. The sentry gun's in a really nice spot too. I like having it down on the ground because Ascent has been making a habit out of pushing in through this right side, and it could possibly surprise them here, or at least at the bare minimum make it a little more difficult to kill.
Yeah, they are going to find Patty on the right side of Ascent, and they're going to be trying to spam NinjaNick. We're going to see Jay picking on the right side. NinjaNick's going to get so much damage down to a 30 HP. Yeah, he's going to go down to the sentry gun. And it looks like things are going to kind of chillax here for Not Interested. They did lose Yite on the side of Ascent, so it's potential for a push here with no scouts, but they do have to push into a Slumdish Sniper, which is a very scary prospect.
Yeah, and what you were seeing there in that last little poke and prod by Ascent was the real downside of trying to hold like this, is that when you're trying to avoid the sniper as hard as Not Interested were, you kind of see this issue where they don't really have any of their doors covered, and the opposing team is able to really just sort of push in freely. As you saw Yite running in from behind, you saw Slemnish trying to just walk in through the front doors, and the combo of Ascent trying to walk in through the left side. The Slemnish does actually pick off Patty. I want to say that was out on the right flank.
Yeah,
and
the right
that
side
is
from
gonna,
Ascent's perspective.
You know, Patty's a pretty important pick for Ascent. We're going to see if they maybe want to try and push in here or just rock some sort of attempt to get the pop here.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be looking for either an aggressive angle or a sack here from one of the soldiers. They both their soldiers in on the right side. They're both going to be spamming the gun, and Ash isn't able to make it in time. They're going to see Laz bombing in off the back of that with all that space made. He's going to get the force onto NinjaNick. He was holding that close sniper position and got caught while he was close. They're going to get Slumnish here, and Ascent is still close in the lobby area. Yite's actually in a 1v1 with, this is Corsa? Yeah, it's Corsa. They're going to back out, though. And they're just going to kind of reset on last. Ascent's going to try and wait for their spawns, try not to get forced in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm just floored that Laz was able to get that force. It just seemed like Not Interested weren't really able to kill him at all. He was just jumping around, and I guess it was because the sentry had been taken down, which really made the skies free for him to soar through. But we do have... Looks like we have players swapping back onto defensive off classes. Ash back on engineers. It looks like Ascent's going to run straight in, kind of catching Not Interested with their pants down if they're swapping around some classes, and it's going to keep them corralled into this little back area. NinjaNick actually surviving, going down, my bad. He was on about 1 health there, and it is going to be cleaning up this fight now. And it looks like Ascent does have a... Well, Bob Mode's hiding. Yite's 5 health. I'm not... Yeah. Okay.
Now, Pop Mode was looking for an arrow, and Steve just left
there.
main, and but Slumdish is going to come in off his respawn, play the heals, and clean it up. It is going to be a second round for Ascent here off the back of a very scrappy DM fight.
That is the best spawner in the game right there.
Yep, so we are going to see Ascent take the lead 2-1 here. Not Interested took the first round, and they had that really good third mid win, but just weren't able to get the round and kind of got coast to coasted. So we're going to be going into our 4th mid here. And again, we are going to see, it looks like Patty is going for another fast rollout. He's going to get into bot mode. Bot mode's going to have to rotate away. And Stock's playing underneath. We're going to see the early soldier bomb out of Jay, just getting some positioning for his team. He's going to reload and recommit. He's going to bomb in directly onto Stock. Going to get a ton of damage on the Corsa as well. And so much damage on the side on Interested. Ascent all got aggressive at the same time, following up with the really early damage from Jay. They are going to lose both soldiers on Not Interested, but NinjaNick was able to find his way out. So this is a little bit of a silver lining. It looks like NinjaNick should be able to get his Uber for last year.
Yeah, Not Interested seemed to be really favoring this valley area. We saw both soldiers trying to take a little ground on mid, and then both soldiers retreated over to this health pack. And Jay realized this too, and he said, all right, well, I have explosives. They do damage in a spread area, so let me just use them on this spread area.
Yeah, and Ascent's actually already Ubered into last. They are going to find Stock with the Uber, but they aren't going to find much else. NinjaNick went down to about 50 HP. I believe he had a pipe from bot mode, but Skis and bot mode aren't going to make it out along with Jay. No. They got crunched in a little too aggressive. They wanted to find something while they knew they had Uberad, but they didn't find NinjaNick, and they didn't have the cap on the second. Laz actually going to be hiding into lock. He's going to get a decent first rocket into Corsa, but going to meet up with NinjaNick, get the heals, and Laz is going to go down. So it should be a second here for Not Interested, as well as maybe a mid. Slumdish got caught in as well, so... bit of another late death. The Sense is kind of stalling out, trying to buy time.
And, you know, I have a lot of respect for the aggression that Ascent is showing here. It's it certainly makes for interesting TF2. However, I think maybe they were feeling themselves a little too much there. And you saw the entire combo of Ascent go down when they only had midpoint, and they thought that there was time for them to try and push into last.
Yeah, and we already see Non-Interested trying to bully their way into mid. Ninja Nick delaying a little hard here, trying to make sure he doesn't get forced. Kryptonite got down weak a couple times, but they're just not able to really finish off the frag, and it looks like Not Interested is going to get mid. Skis is actually about 65%, and they're rolling this forward. They're trying to go Valley with this. They really want to try and push on this Uber Ed. Skis at about 70%, so they have about 10 seconds to make something happen. Kryptonite's going to bomb in, land on the point to try and make some space. The counter aggression from Laz is going to get in. Course is going to go down so weak. He's going to clean up by Slumnish, and it looks like Ascent is ready to repush, and Pablo's going to get a trap kill on the Ninja Nick. They're all gonna get crunched in this Valley area. This is not looking good for Non-Interested here.
Yeah, Patty's looking to try and Iron Man it out here on second point. Probably not gonna win this fight versus Slem, but I appreciate the effort. Bot mode getting some big brain stickies on an Ninja Nick there, and we're probably similarly gonna see Ascent just roll through onto the last point here because they have 100%. There's an opportunity for, you know, Not Interested Soldier to try and do something crazy and get an early pop onto Skis. That would be ideal here. However, if Ascent is able to play smart, then you may see Skis drop.
The counter drop, it looks like Not Interested, I believe it was Stock that got one with a sticky trap. And it looks like Ascent should, they're gonna lose Yite. It looks like Jay and Botmod are both in-house just looking for any cheeky picks. Botmod's setting up some traps in-house. Jay's actually setting it for a cheeky play, maybe an underpass, but Skis with the 100 ping in chat. You know, ping's just a number, some say, but we're gonna see Botmod's actually caught in on the lobby area. Corsa's actually in on him. Botmod's just trying to dance with the bottle. He's gonna get a single hit into Corsa, but he's gonna go down. Now it looks like this is gonna be a Not Interested mid, and with a 75% advantage, Slumnish is looking for a pick on Snipe.
Oh, you're right, Slumnish is on Sniper. That's a little bit of a ballsy spot. Didn't really have any support from his team, but you know, that's, you know, if you hit your shots, it doesn't really matter how much support you have. But he's going to go down, and we've seen this situation before. Not Interested look like they want to try and push in here through Valley, as there are sticks in
nice
choke that Corsa's found. Players walking up the ramp, and now we have soldiers coming out from Ascent, getting on to Ninja Nick. He hasn't popped yet. They're able to get Jay before he can fire off a second rocket.
Patty's going to find Skis on the back line. Oh, this is looking like a disaster for Ascent. They were just trying to look up and put in some spam from the lobby, but Patty was able to get in behind and get Skis, and Ninja Nick didn't get forced by Jay. So with both the soldiers and the medic down on the side of Ascent, this looks like an easy last push for Not Interested. They aren't going to find the gun. Corsa's just going to get in on the point with his Uber. Stickies are dead. Yeah, it's going to get in on the point, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be 2-2.
So it seemed like Not Interested learned from their mistakes. You know, they figured out what went wrong the first time, and they said, all right, we've got the idea, we can push through Valley, and as long as we don't do what happened before, we'll be okay. And it did. They capped the point. Currently 2-2 in this Ascent versus Not Interested match.
Yeah, looks like I said, Not Interested came to play. Again, Stock is faster to the mid than bot mode, and bot mode's just out top right again. Patty just faking that top right bomb, and bot mode's just scared to commit. He's got to rotate around again. Laz is going to go for a really high bomb here, but the rest of Ascent is not really in a position to follow up. Laz is just going to opt to go behind, trying to make some space. They're going to trade Kryptonite and Ash for Jay and bot mode, but Patty's going to go down as well. So it looks like Ascent, with both their scouts on the beam, they're going to be trying to hunt down Stock in the house area. Ninja Nick, Stock, and Corsa made it out. So this is a pretty good scenario for them, but Ascent wants to keep going. Yeah, it's going to go back to cap mid. Laz is going to overcommit, though. He's going to go down to Stock. Stock's an underpath. He's just going to rotate out, and Corsa, Slumnish, and Skis are going to fight it out on 2, but it looks like Ascent's just going to be content with the mid win here. And Not Interested is going to be on their second.
Yeah, and again, you see that horrific aggression coming out of Ascent, which is strangling the likes of Not Interested as they're trying to get comfortable. And you see Slamnish trying to whip it out there in that on that second point as he was taking a fight with about 3 other players. And you know, I want to see him do it. I think he's got the balls to make it happen, but you know, they had their defenses set up. They had players where they needed to be, and now we're going to see things just shake down a little bit as it looks like Ascent want to try and push this Valley area.
Yep, they have a bomb mode in house just holding it down. Jay's going to bomb in, just going to fake, make some space for Laz, trying to bait out some of the ammo. Laz is going to bomb out, and it looks like they're just, they didn't really find anything on that. They're going to get some damage into Patty from underpass. I believe that was Yipe, but neither of the scouts really wanted to, the soldiers wanted to commit, but Laz is going to get in on the rebomb. He's going to get Ninja Nick down to about 40 HP, but Ninja Nick with some good movement. Neither of those rockets did too much. And with Laz down, Kryptonite's going to be trying to look for the counter-sack opportunity here. And it doesn't look like he's going to find anything. Corsa's prodding from underpass, and it looks like Patty's trying to prod in the house maybe a little bit on the bot mode. He's actually going to get in. Good first rocket, but bot mode is able to just kill him with the sticky trap above the door.
Yeah, and Patty going down there has actually opened up this opportunity for Ascent again, as they're going to be trying to push through this right Valley area. Jay actually getting a great rocket onto Ninja Nick. who's going to force out the Uber as they're trying to push through this house area, possibly to wrap Ascent and see if they can make anything happen with this. Bomb mode going down to about 10 health, but Ascent is just going to wrap them through this valley area, and we're going to see them using their Uber to secure this second point.
Yeah, Kryptonite with some intelligent play there, but on the backside of things, stock went down, so this is not very good. Ascent could try and roll this into Lash. It looks like Course is looking for a 1v5 here on the point. He's going to go down, and Kryptonite and stock are not up for another 2 seconds. There's no stickies on this point. It's a 3v5 for the time being for Not Interested. Skis is going to get down to about 10 HP in the main area. Patty going to be trying to buy some time for his spawners. Kryptonite's going to bomb in and get Laz and bot mode there, so really good soldier coordination. There's no scouts on the side of Not Interested, so again, there's a potential here for Ascent, but Ascent's all the way out on bridge. They're just going to get healed up. It's roughly even Ubers off the back of that. I don't know if Ninja was just disconnected or something, but even though he got forced much earlier, he's kind of evened out the Uber scenario here, and it looks like Not Interested's gearing up to go. It looks like they maybe think they have an ad.
Yeah, the bomb from Patty there in the main doors did about 1 billion damage, roughly. I don't have the stats in front of me, but did about 1 billion damage to Ascent as they're pushing in through that main doors. We see the players of Ascent trying to push into this shutter area, I guess. They're wrapping stock, cutting him off, and that's going to be able to, finish off possibly Patty as well as Ash. This is a very strangely positioned fight, but now someone's on last. Jay's on last.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Jay was just, during that entire fight, Jay was just chilling on point and getting free damage into the backs of everybody on Not Interested, and then after after Nick died to the sticky trap, he just walked into lobby and pogoed to last. So, what looked like an ad for the side of Ninja Nick and co, I just don't know if he was disconnected or something and they didn't take that into account, but it looked like they were trying to push, like, expecting to have an ad, but they just had like a 3% ad. It was really not pushable.
Yeah, so we're going to go into this second half now, and, what do you think has been going well? What do you think Not Interested specifically needs to try and adjust for this next half?
Their mids are working out really well. I want to say Patty in particular is doing an awesome job of just locking bot mode and Laz out of the mid. He's doing a really fast bomb and just finding damage on both of them in their own choke. And Laz is trying to do a similar bomb to Patty, just a little more delayed, trying to catch the demo as he commits into mid. But the thing is Patty's beating him to mid, and Laz isn't very healthy when he does that rollout. So Patty hits him with a good first rocket along with a good rocket into bot mode, and they're just locked out of mid, and they have to rotate out main. And I think he's communicating that to Stock, and Stock's just trying to lock them out main rather than trying to focus on top right, and Ascent's just struggling to get into mid. By the time they rotate through backdoor, the mid's usually already over. Someone else has already died on the side of Ascent, and, Not Interested has already rolled it forward, but during their transitions and pushes, they just need to be a little more aware of the soldier aggression, just late into the fight. The soldiers are staying a little healthier on the side of Ascent, so they're able to find more late. And as well, I feel like bot mode's getting a few more sticky trap kills when the other team is trying to push.
Yeah, I'll agree that the heavy classes specifically for Not Interested have been putting in mountains of work. Let's see if I can actually pull up some statisticals here. Maybe see if there's any particular performances of note. But, heavy classes in general in this match seems like they've been really pulling their weight. As looking at the stats, you see typical stuff you'd expect. Slemnish leading the entire server by about 10 frags, pulling up a big 22 and 11, whereas nobody on Not Interested has more than 12. Now, I don't want to, wax and wane about the Slemnish factor on a team. Everybody knows the way that he performs, but it seems like Not Interested doesn't really have anybody that is trying to go above and beyond, I guess would be a good way to put it, in the same way that Slemnish is. And you can have success without doing that. They do have two rounds to Ascent's 3. It's still a close game, but you have that factor that can be making a difference in these close fights. It's a game of inches, and Slemnish is certainly pulling.
Yeah, I was gonna say Slemnish in a lot of these transition fights, when he's been dying early, even though he's died early in a couple of these fights, he's come in off the respawns and getting a maybe 2 or 3 just to clean it up late, and it's just worked out that he comes in, has crit heals, he's able to meet up with skis, and he's got everything loaded in 185. So even though a couple of these scenarios he's kind of died first, it's Ascent's just making the fight really scrappy, and they're able to play their spawn advantages where it matters. And on the side of Not Interested, like I said, I just feel like the A, B, C, and D are there. They just don't quite have that E and F that Ascent has. Late into the fights, like I said, they're just not quite as organized. And I think that mostly comes down to Ascent being the exact same roster that they had last season. But, I mean, compared to what they looked like earlier in the season, this is a lot better version of Not Interested.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll agree with that. And, sorry, I thought I'd come up with something to say. Nick, why don't you keep talking here?
I mean, like I said, I feel like Ascent is just a little more organized late into the fight, but Not Interested is just doing a really good job of when they have an advantage, just rolling it forward and not really giving them a lot of room to work with. Like, I don't know, they're just taking it really aggressive into them. I guess that's maybe the Corsa factor on the side initiative, kind of just running at the other team and just taking his uber advantage into them. But also at the same time, like especially on when they've been pushing 2, they've been doing a really good job of just baiting bombs in on to Valley.
Yeah, what I will say, I mentioned this very briefly in the last round there. I've been really enjoying Slemnish trying to be this absolute force, taking fights with 2 or 3 people. It doesn't really work out for him too much, but sometimes he's able to maybe stifle push, and at minimum, it's fun to watch. And that's what we're all here for. We're all here to watch some fun TF2, and if that involves Slemnish taking on 4 people at a time, then absolutely, let's do that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're talking in the server chat. It looks like Ash and Patty are maybe gonna switch. I mean, Patty's on Scout, or he's going back to Soldier. I don't know if they're memeing in the chat, but Ash is just on Sniper and Spawn. So
yeah, everyone's just dicking around. We all like to have fun here. We're all friends. They're all friends. I'm not friends.
Yeah, what are friends? It's 2019. Nobody has friends, right?
Nick, you want to be my friend?
Yeah, let's be friends, Bill.
We can go to the mall and drink slushies together.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, to the people in the stream chat, it is halftime right now. It's just, it's a very long half.
Yeah, Not Interested possibly has a lot to talk about. Or maybe Ascent do, and they're just, they're just
a couple players on the side of Ascent
and throw people off.
Yeah, a couple people on the side of Ascent did unready, so I don't know if they were just like, yeah, let's just write it out, and maybe a couple of people aren't happy with what's happening. As I say that, Corsa unready, so maybe Corsa has a thing or two to say.
Yeah, and Corsa going unready, and it seems like people are just waiting around. So I do like what we've been seeing from the heavy classes of Not Interested. I'd like to try and go a bit further, possibly see some more aggressive scout play, because maybe it's just me comparing it to Slemnish, but like it feels as though Not Interested scouts have possibly been a little conservative would be a good word for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Ash won I-55 on Scout, and Corsa was a very dominant force in the season like 21 to 25-ish range. Not exactly sure of all the seasons, but yeah, he was a very big name around that time, and I feel like for a Scout combo as tenured as that they're maybe not pulling the same weight that they should, but at the same time, it is 3-2 versus the undefeated team in Invite, so alright, it looks like we're finally going to start our second half here after a very long halftime.
Yeah.
And it looks like Patty has decided to stay on Soldier. So, despite the tomfoolery at halftime, Patty is not going to be switching to Scout.
Despite the shenanigans.
But yeah, so we're going to be going into our 6th mid here. Let's see if Patty's going to find the same success that he did in the first half. Being able to keep bot mode and Laz out of the mid. It looks like Laz is going top right, and Patty's going to go for the same bomb, but bot mode's rolled out lower, so making the adaptation there. Stock's going to have some early stickies there, and they're going to try and get an early bomb from Jay to make some space. Kryptonite's going to get in. He's going to get piped down by bot mode, though. Both of the Ascent soldiers are playing on the right side. They're both kind of hurt, but the scouts from Not Interested are already in, and they're finding the scouts for Ascent are going to find the frags on Not Interested. I'm sorry. And it looks like it's Corsa and Ninja Nick just trying to leave. Laz is going to be looking for that late pick. Corsa's going to go down to try and get Ninja Nick out. He's about 75%, so he's able to get this with one saw, but he's going to go down really late, Ascent chasing him all the way into lap.
And Ascent played that practically surgically. You know, they dealt with the Not Interested soldier bombs one at a time, and then once they were dead, they just pushed across point with their superior numbers, and there wasn't really a thing Not Interested could do about it because the strategy they were using kind of banked on, the distraction factor, but there was no distraction factor that time. And
yeah,
we see Ascent now pushing in with their 100% Uber advantage, and probably going to cap the point without too much of an issue.
Yeah, again, Not Interested. The stickies got dead on point. Nobody was really in a really good position to get in on the point, but it's going to be 4-2 for the side of Ascent here. But like I said, this is really good showing from Not Interested on the mids where Patty's able to find something, but on the mids, Patty is not locking out bot mode and Laz. Ascent is getting their way, and they're getting 6 kills to none, or 6 kills to 1. We are going to see another fast bomb out of Patty, but bot mode rolled out lower again. Stock's going to get the better of him early, but Jay's going to bomb in early and find a ton of damage on the Stock. But Jay is going to die shortly afterwards. Yite and Slumdish are on the point, but they are a little away from their beam. Laz is going to bomb and try and make some space, get a nice rocket onto Patty, making his space, but Not Interested has all of the space on the point. Slumdish is going to go down. Laz down to about 70 HP, going to be bombing out, and it looks like Not Interested is going to win the mid.
Yeah, Kryptonite has a real nice flank here. He's not able to find anyone as they're backing out of the second point. We're just going to see the entirety of the combo trying to take up some space in this house area, as Stock is going to go down to Yite, and that's really going to maybe stifle Not Interested's holding power, as we're going to see Ascent possibly looking forward to try and push back into this mid and take it for themselves.
Yeah, Not Interested is a little aggressive on the top right, but both the soldiers are in from the valley. Ninja Nick's down so weak, and Laz is going to bomb in and land on his head. He's going to take down Ninja Nick and Kryptonite. The drop's out. Ski's gonna pop off his Uber to try and save players, but everybody's gonna go down. It's just the respawn or a stock on the side of Not Interested. Ascent's gonna be looking to try and take 2 off this.
And like I said, without stock, they couldn't really do what they needed to try and hold that point. Ascent was able to push in with their superior fragging ability.
Is wrapping in the last. He's gonna get stock here. Stock's gonna get a really late death. He's gonna get on the same spawn wave as Ninja Nick. They're not up for another 13 seconds, and this does not bode well for Not Interested.
Yeah, we're going to see the exact same thing that happened last fight, where stock goes down early, and then you're going to see Not Interested without a whole lot of defensive ability. You know, they don't have stickies or anything that can try and lock down this point, and you're going to see Ascent able to push in with their full Uber advantage, and there isn't really anything that Not Interested can do about it here.
Yeah, they made the adjustment. Patty got on the point there, but nobody else was really in a position to follow up. Both the scouts just were holding into that Uber charge. They got into the other team, they made the space, and they just played the cap. So it was going to be a 5-2 for Ascent, but it was a really interesting first half for Not Interested. You know, they were up 1-0 at one point, and they kept the first half really, really close.
You know, I'm kind of forgetting a little bit. What was my prediction again?
I believe it was a 5-0 for Ascent.
Was it a 5-0? Damn, I thought it was a 5-2. You had a 4-2 prediction, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so
4-2 for Not Interested.
You will be winning this week's TFTV staff pot that we've all been putting our dollars into.
Yeah, that's where all our, Looser just asked if we have, and that's where we get all our pay goes.
You will get 1 entry into the lottery for a single free Banny sub.
We're getting paid for this?
Everybody but you, Looster. Sorry, had to be like that. Oh yeah, so memes aside, this was a really good showing from Not Interested. I believe they got 5-0'd by Ascent the first time they met in the season, so the fact that it was really close in the first half, I think bodes well for them. They aren't out of the playoff standings just yet. I believe this puts them at 4-6, so they really can only lose 1 more match. But, if they come out with a win over, maybe like not interested against like Cafe Monster or Ford, I think they have to actually beat both of them, assuming they would lose to Froyo, but it's still doable. I mean, Ford came off really hot and early in the season. Maybe Ford comes on a downswing, and Not Interested comes on a hot swing to finish out the season, sneak into playoffs.
I agree. It's possible. I think that this team certainly has. I've been using the word pedigree all night, and that's what they have. These players are all proven at very high levels, and I think they have what it takes to, if they're able to return to the form that they should be playing at, that they should be able to really contend with any team in Invite.
Yeah, I agree. And so kind of going over the stats here, I think the big thing that stands out to me is everybody's super even in frags. Everybody's between 11 and 16. Outside of Slumdish, who's at 28. Yeah, Slumdish is on 28.
Everybody's pretty even.
Yeah, I would say of all the fragging classes, everybody's between 11 and 16, and then Slumdish is at 28, who also top damaged in the server.
Yeah, with a big 380 DPM. Good lord.
So I think on the other side of things, the other thing that really stands out to me is Ash with the low 3,300 damage done. It's about 165 DPM. I mean, he does play Flank Scout, so damage is not, the end-all be-all for Flank Scouts. And his team did lose, but I just think like the Slumdish over Ash factor was, looking at these stats, was the big one.
Yep, it was a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to see what Not Interested can show us in the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a good showing. Maybe they can come up on a hot streak here at the end of the season and get on that redemption arc to make their way to playoff.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I believe that's all I've got. I don't know if you want to make any quick shoutouts, but
nope, no shoutouts tonight, Nick.
So yeah, I want to make a shout out to Froyo Tech. Shout out to Froyo. And that's all I got. Yeah, just shout out to Froyo Tech. Shout out to Banny, actually.
Shout out to Banny. Shout out to Grant Vincent. The man himself.
But yeah, so I think that's all we've got. This has been our cast of Not Interested versus Ascent here over at TFTV. Hope everybody has a great evening.
Well, have a good night.